If you're an American retiree looking to reduce the tax liability on your pension income, you're probably aware that taxes can eat away at your hard-earned savings, especially during retirement. But the good news is, there are several strategies you can use to minimize those taxes, protect your wealth, and enjoy your retirement to the fullest. Let's start by talking about tax-deferred growth. One of the most effective ways to reduce tax liability on your pension income is by ensuring that your retirement accounts grow tax-deferred. Accounts like traditional IRAs or 401ks allow your investments to grow without being taxed until you withdraw them. The key here is that you only pay taxes when you take a distribution, which means you can grow your nest egg without being taxed along the way. However, if you've already been receiving pension income, it might feel like you're already in the tax zone. But here's where things get interesting. There are strategies you can use to shift your tax liability. One of the best strategies is converting your traditional IRA or 401k to a Roth IRA. The Roth IRA allows for tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals in retirement. Yes, you'll have to pay taxes on the amount you convert now, but think about it. This can allow you to minimize future tax liability, especially if you're expecting a higher tax bracket in the future. Now, I know tax rules can be complicated, but here's an important point. If you're serious about protecting your wealth, it's worth considering options like a gold IRA. You can protect your retirement savings from inflation and market volatility while also enjoying potential tax benefits. For many retirees, converting to a gold IRA makes sense for long-term wealth preservation. If you'd like to learn why thousands of Americans are opening gold IRAs to protect their wealth, click the first link in the description to get your free guide now. Next up, let's talk about income splitting. Income splitting can be particularly beneficial if you and your spouse are in different tax brackets. If you have a pension and you're both receiving income, you might be able to split that income to reduce the total tax burden. This way, you can ensure that the amount each of you is taxed on falls into a lower tax bracket, reducing your overall tax liability. Another way to reduce your tax liability is by making strategic withdrawals from your retirement accounts. If you're over 70, you're probably familiar with required minimum distributions, RMDs, from accounts like your traditional IRA or 401k. But here's the thing. By managing when and how you take those withdrawals, you can reduce the taxes you pay on your pension income. For example, you can time your withdrawals in years when your taxable income is lower, allowing you to pay less in taxes overall. Speaking of withdrawals, there's also something called a qualified charitable distribution, QCD. If you're over 71, you can donate up to $100,000 directly from your IRA to a qualified charity. The best part? That distribution counts toward your required minimum distribution, but is excluded from your taxable income. So not only are you reducing your tax bill, but you're also supporting a cause you care about. Now let's circle back to the importance of gold IRAs. While tax strategies like the ones I just mentioned are incredibly important, gold IRAs offer an additional layer of protection and tax benefits. Gold, as a hedge against inflation and market instability, can be a great way to preserve your wealth. Plus, by opening a gold IRA, you can potentially minimize your tax liabilities by diversifying your portfolio into something more stable and less vulnerable to taxes in the future. If you're looking to make the most of your wealth during retirement, it's essential to consider a gold IRA, especially if you have 100K plus or more in your IRA or 401k, or even if you're someone with 5M pluses in savings. If you want to learn more, click the first link in the description to get your free guide and consultation today. Remember, retirement should be about enjoying the fruits of your labor, not stressing about taxes. With the right strategies, you can reduce your tax liability and make sure your pension income goes further.